How's it going, everybody? Austin Carter here with Attack Line Leather. Today in this video I'm going to be going over how I do decorative cuts on letters, numbers that I've drawn up or traced off of fonts that I've gotten from online, and also doing decorative cuts to spruce up like alphabet stamps and stuff like that. I hope you all stick around and enjoy this video. For this video, I'll be using 3/4 inch letter and number stamps, as well as my favorite font off of defont.com. The leather I'm using is Herman Oak vegetable tan leather, which is what I make 98% of my projects out of. While I prep the leather for stamping and tooling, I want to thank all of my subscribers for your support. Y'all always have great questions and feedback, and I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do so, as this year I plan to tackle new leather projects with tutorials, tips, and tool and product reviews. I'll begin by giving examples on some different types of decorative cuts I use on number and alphabet stamps. I generally either do flowing S cuts or straight cuts. For this letter A, I start with an S cut in the larger portion of the defined area, and then I do 2 border cuts. On the B, I start with the same border cuts, but then add in a bit of a crosshatch to fill in more of the area. The great thing about using alphabet stamps is that they are easy to stamp out and practice on, taking a somewhat boring stamp and giving a more embellished look. Moving on to the C, I do the lower half of the letter in a crosshatch pattern and then decorate the center with a cedar stamp. Moving on to the numbers, I cut in a double S into the number 1 stamp. For the number 2, I go with more of a swooping decorative cut with some crosshatches. A fun exercise you can do would be to stamp out 10 of the same letters or numbers and try to see how many different ways you can use decorative cuts. So on number 3, I kind of went rogue and incorporated different cuts into the same number. So drawing my own fonts and numbers is not my strong suit, and so I get a lot of my inspiration from defont.com. I just want to point out I'm not sponsored at all by them. On defont.com you can navigate and choose from thousands of font styles to use on your leather projects. For the next examples, I'll be using ISC Railroad, which is one of my favorite fonts to use. These fonts can be printed out on vellum paper and easily transferred to your leather projects. So now that everything is tooled up, I start doing a mixture of decorative cuts on the letter A. This particular letter has both curves and straight sides. By adding cross hatches, it will really make the letter pop if you choose to paint and antique it. On the number 3, I chose to do an enclosed crosshatch, blocking out different parts of the number and filling it in with the crosshatch. Adding decorative cuts to your letters and numbers will not only spruce up your tooling, but can also help set your style apart and add a uniqueness to your leather craft. Once again, I want to thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope this video helps take your tooling to the next level. And as always, I hope y'all have a great day.